Now we're using a calculator. I would suggest buying a calculator that's scientific. Now, I tend to use Casio. So here's the two examples I use. My one that I always traditionally used was the Casio FX 991 ES Plus. By the way, this isn't trying to get you to buy these calculators. I'm just telling you what I use. This works perfectly fine and is absolutely fantastic and has everything that you need for GCSE. However, I have moved on to this calculator, which is the FX 991EX, a little bit more advanced, got a lot more buttons on it to give you fantastic help. Haven't learned how to use it all yet, but I'm getting there. And the reason I've got this is because it helps, it is a calculator that you should use probably for A level. So if you're thinking to go further on with your maths, get this one. Now, most of the time, a good calculator can cost anywhere between £5, £10, especially if you get it on a deal, to hundreds. Would not suggest you get hundreds. Just a normal scientific calculator works great. Now, it is all just about hitting the right buttons, but just make sure and be really careful about what you put in. So in the papers, you'll be given a question like this: calculate that. Now, just put it into your calculator. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you can, there's a box over another box. Let me try and draw it. So you have a box here that's usually coloured in over a box here. It's usually on the left-hand side of your calculator, right here, and it's a fraction. So if you press that, it looks like a fraction, and you can just write in exactly what is shown up there. So have a go, put those numbers into your calculator and see what happens. Welcome back. If you don't have the fraction part on your calculator, you could just write that. Remember to use brackets, it makes life easier, because all that means, this part here, is just a nice way to say divided by. So now on your calculator, this is the square root. So on my calculator here, it's just here. So if I'm looking at it, it's on the left hand side, and I'm going to try and draw it again. So it's a square root box, and it just has a box in here that's opaque. Hopefully you can find it. Put that into your calculator and then come back. Hopefully that's the answer you got. Okay, here's two more. Now, just so you can practice rounding to 2 decimal places, put those into your calculator and round to 2 decimal place. So pause now. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you got that answer. So, are you red, amber or green?